2011, SP Energy Networks identified one of the key challenges in delivering our Rio T1 investment plan would be the connection of over 2,500 megawatts of renewable generation to the transmission network. Recognizing the importance of engaging with our stakeholders, we wanted to provide a forum where we would share information, establish the challenges, and together identify solutions that met not only our needs but those of our stakeholders, including developers. To this end, we've established our SPT Annual Connection Summit. This year's summit saw around 50 stakeholders gathered at the event to discuss the collective challenges being faced in light of the government's announcements on renewable subsidies, new nuclear, and competition in onshore transmission. We also sought to provide updates on our portfolio of major reinforcement work.
New challenges we're facing tend to be focused on the transmission side of the network now, having previously been focused on the distribution side.
A lot of the challenges are around trying to be flexible and get people connected who are ready to be connected, given all the uncertainty that's going on in the industry.
As a wind developer, connecting new generation is all about engaging, having good lines of communication, firm discussion on timelines.
I think some of the biggest challenges are political at the moment, and there's big uncertainty in the industry. So anything to help us connect new generation is welcome.
Scott Matheson, Director of Network Planning and Regulation, opened the event, highlighting recent headlines over security of supply, renewable subsidies, and also the impact of SPT's upcoming submission to National Grid regarding reinforcement project investment.
Over the last 6-7 months, with the change in government policy, the regulator has been coming back to us and challenging, we see you've got that contracted background. How real is it? Is it going to deliver? Up to March 2017, you can see that we have 1021 megawatts of 1,189 consented, 86% consented. We only have, from April 27 to 2021, 20% consented. So we stand here with a total aggregate, against the contracted background of actually only about 50% of that generation consented. So my plea to you is to engage with us, to explain where your plans are, to give us surety about your funding arrangements, to give us surety about where you are in your planning consents. We will be writing to Grid to secure the investment that's taking place, to secure that contracted background. And you can see that in 2016, we are set to increase our securities by £95 million.
Our keynote guest speaker was Chris Stark, Head of Scottish Government's Electricity Division, who presented a broad vision of energy policy that highlighted the progress Scotland is making in leading the world in renewable energy.
In UK policy terms, the game has changed, I think. And I think that's true in the Scottish sense too. So all that kind of sets us up, I think, to have a different approach here in Scotland. And I just want to chuck in another dimension to this, which is that I think we have been weirdly myopic about our energy policy. And if you take a system view, I think that means you need to have a policy that's genuinely holistic in some sense. And this is a way of characterising what that kind of energy system might look like, with a mix of things at a local level, which I think gives us the opportunity to think about things like aggregating supply and demand at the local level, new commercial models that will allow that to happen. And that's very much, I think, what we would like to investigate in the work that we do over the next 9 months or so in bringing together the Scottish Energy Strategy.
Director of Transmission Piers Murray gave delegates an overview of the many projects we're working on to ensure we play our part in a decarbonised electricity system.
I'm delighted really to say that that we've recently commissioned the Bewley-Denny line, and that delivers 1.2 gigawatts of extra transfer capacity. South West Scotland is the single biggest area of investment in our plan for next year, and aiming for our first wind farm connection in Q3 of next year across the central belt of Scotland, where we're upgrading that from 275 to 400, and that involves construction of some significant new substations along that route. And on from there, the next big step is the West Coast HVDC link. Construction of that is now well advanced, and the actual cable itself, the subsea cable, is in the process of being laid. We're pushing hard to get this available in around summer 2017. Finally, I was just going to mention Dumfries and Galloway. We are looking to increase the capacity, deal with the need to modernise the network in that area, and also to reinstate the full capacity of the Northern Ireland Interconnector.
Ross Baxter, our Environmental Planning Manager, explained the progress we've been making in respect of securing necessary consents and land rights, on which the delivery of our major project and new connection infrastructure is dependent.
Building on our experience on Beauly-Denny, we have our View project. This is all about visual mitigation of our transmission line. The caption at the bottom, I suppose, has surprised me in some respects, but I've heard a number of people on Beauly-Denny say to me after the event, it's not as bad as I had been led to believe.
John Twomey, Electricity Commercial Contract Manager for National Grid, presented on policy uncertainty and the impact on contracted background.
So you can see on the graph that renewables is very dominating in terms of future-looking connections, and we need to manage those contracts very carefully with yourselves in order to achieve success. The big strapline here is we want to work with you, so please, please, please be as open as you can. The team are there to be enabled the right solutions contractually to help your needs.
Key personnel from our environmental, legal, commercial, system design, program development and delivery hosted specialist surgery sessions. These were networking opportunities where we provided an update on the progress made towards delivering our infrastructure projects and developing new innovation. Overall, the event was a great success, with positive feedback from those who participated.
There's been a good range of speakers on a wide range of topics, and they're all coming up with new visions as to how they can help generators connect.
There's been a lot of progress, indeed leaps and bounds since the last 4 or 5 summits that I've been to. So I think we're doing well and we're heading in the right direction.
I thought the breadth of the issues that were covered were great, and the ability to just meet with other colleagues in the industry and talk about current topics.
We look forward to next year's event and encourage you to keep us up to date with your projects.